Hello and welcome back to the 12 Myths About Photography series. In case it's the first time you encounter the series, go back to my channel and check out the previous videos where I discuss why not everything you hear about photographers is true. In case you want to be notified in advance and not miss the next videos coming up your way, go and hit that subscribe button. So, there we are to episode number 6, and one of the most popular myths about photography ever. You know, for some reason people think that great gear, great meaning expensive gear, equals creating amazing images. Well, let me tell you something. No, it doesn't. You may have the most expensive of cameras, but it alone will not take a masterpiece. What matters is the person behind the lens. I know I keep repeating this, but it is the gruesome truth of photography. So, basically, what happens? You go buy that camera and you think that it's done, and you're already a photography artist, so to say. Well, you're not. You're just a person who owns a camera. So, here are a few images that are not taken with expensive gear, but they still work well. So, image number 1. One of the funniest stories I ever had to tell. So, long story short, it was autumn. I was coming back from the university. It was cold, raining. I was really tired, so I just got off public transport in front of the National Library. And then I saw a puddle. Whoever has watched the previous videos may have noticed that I have a soft spot for puddles. So I just had to take a picture of that puddle and the reflection in it. But the only thing I had in me was a really small compact camera. It's twice as small as the palm of my hand. But I decided that, well, after all, I have a camera. It's better to use the camera than to use my cell phone. So I took the camera out, soaked myself wet. Well, it was really cold, but I created this. So as you can see, it wasn't taken with expensive gear. On the contrary, it was taken with a relatively cheap camera. And it's quite authentic. I know most people think that this is a collage of a few things. It's stitched, but it's not. Basically, it's a reflection in a puddle turned upside down, and what you see in the sky as stars is actually parts of the asphalt that turned out to be quite prominent during post-production. So as you can see, what matters is for you to see the bigger picture. If you can't see the image through the lens, no lens would help you. Here is another example. Sometimes having great gear doesn't guarantee you amazing images, and it's not because you lack the skills or something, or you lack the talent, but because it's luck what doesn't get into the picture. So this is one of the very first images I took, one of my personal favorites, taken back in 2009 when I had no idea what I was doing. Totally, absolutely no idea whatsoever about photography, composition, nothing. So basically this one was taken in Greece, Crete Island. The town is called Retimno, and it has an amazing harbor, really picturesque, great for images, colorful. There are amazing reflections in the water from those houses at certain parts of the day. So long story short, when we were there, I was lucky. So as you can see, we had amazing clouds. I called those photographic clouds because no matter what crap is in the image, if you have those clouds, the shot works. So basically what I did back in 2009, not knowing anything about photography, was just find this boat. It was a really nice, colorful boat. I loved it. And take an image. I just snapped an image, not thinking about anything. I just wanted to capture the moment. That's it. Period. So I snapped this. But years passed and I loved this image, but I thought it would have been amazing if I had great gear back then. So when I decided to visit Crete again, I had great gear, everything settled, and I was dead set on visiting Retimno again to take that very same image. But here is what happened in truth. I got there, tripod, a few lenses, remote trigger, each and every piece of equipment I'll probably be happening to make use of. So I was absolutely tuned for creating a masterpiece, something amazing. And imagine how I felt, well, totally screwed up to be exact, when I saw that at Retimno there was not a single cloud in the sky. I mean, nothing. Plain blue skies that photographers usually hate. And they hate them because blue skies tourists love so much are totally dull on a picture. Trust me. So, to top it all, the sun was shining directly in my lens, which meant those houses here pitch dark, so to say. That boat was also really dark. So this is the result of a lot of Photoshop. So this was one of the best images I could take at that moment because there were no other option and I was totally disappointed, which means that I'll be having to visit Retimno again. What does this image tell us? That no matter how good you are, no matter what skills you have or what gear you've bought, if your luck is not with you at this moment and you appear to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, well, you have very, very little chance of creating a nice image. So one thing that matters is gear, but gear is not all, but luck in photography and more likely timing is much more important than having some expensive gear. So if you want to create amazing images, use whatever you have. I'm not really sure who said that, but it's a famous photographer and he said the best camera you have is the one you have in your pocket. Go ahead and use it. Well, having said all that, I would wish you good luck and stay focused. Go and check the other videos from the series in case you have missed one, or check the videos I created for my project Culture Crossroads. Thank you for watching. See you next week.